guys, welcome to today's video. So I posted on my Instagram, I think probably 5 days ago. Okay, I've been busy. I've been a busy girl. What questions or assumptions that you guys had for me, and now I'm gonna sit down and answer them. I have Bexley with me. She just woke up, so she looks a little cray. I'm also in a new scene, okay? If you guys are like, wait, where are you? I will explain that in a little bit. But I think we just jump right into the questions because you guys had a lot of good ones. So let's see. We're also jumping in quite juicy in the very beginning. So, no hate, but have you gotten your lips done, filler, etc.? They always look so good. So I have not. I've only ever gotten lip filler once in my life, and it was right before I turned 20. So it was like after I had Bex, and then I think it was like May something that I got my lips done. So that was like 2.5 years ago. 2.5? I think so. And yeah, it's been a while. I haven't gotten them done since, not because I didn't like them, just because it's kind of expensive. And would I get them done again? I think I absolutely would. Maybe in a couple of years, I don't know. I also got some like Ozempic allegations, and all I have to say to that is, so you think I'm skinny? I think that like if you want to change something about yourself, and you have the money to do so, you absolutely should. I don't think that there should be any shame in that, and that's how I've always felt. So if I ever did get lip fillers, I would not be hiding it for you guys. I would be telling you. And any kind of work that I want to get done or am gonna get done, I will let you know, okay? Because I think that that's a fun experience, and also it's so informative. I love watching people not get plastic surgery, but like talk about their experience with it. I think that that's really cool. I will be honest, after I'm done having kids, best believe I'm getting a mommy makeover, okay? And I will be completely honest and open with that. I think that there are already enough unrealistic beauty standards, and so why hide it? Okay, this lighting is not doing her any good. She looks crazy. Has becoming a mom yourself brought up any past feelings about your biological mom? I would like to say no, but that's not true. I used to, in like the first year of postpartum, I was really bitter. I was a very bitter person. I was deep in the trenches of postpartum depression, and I every day was wondering like when, not to be dark, but like literally, is this my last day? And no matter what, I got up and I took care of Bexley. I pumped, I did everything that I could for her. And even though I was feeling really, like I was in a really dark place, okay? And so also, while I was in that dark place, I thought to myself, wow, like I'm going through so much mentally, and I still show up every day for my daughter. And my mom couldn't do that for me, or she chose drugs over me, or just like I just had very negative feelings about her. And since then I kind of just have been really into letting go of things that brought me those feelings, and that is one of them. I am a little confused still, but maybe one day I can sit down and have a conversation with her if she's willing to have a conversation and kind of talk things out. I think that like, because you guys know that I'm in contact with my biological dad, and sitting down, even though it's literally in prison, but sitting down and talking with him and like talking to him about like our childhood and things that we went through has really helped me like move past a lot of it. So yeah, I feel like I answered that question good, but I don't know if I did. And the lighting is so weird in here, so I'm sorry. I'm still trying to figure out like the perfect place to film. This is probably not it, so I apologize. What's your favorite stage so far with Bex? 3 was hard for me with both of my boys. It's 3 has been the most fun I've ever had. I feel like I say that every time Bexley gets older, but she is actually so crazy, and she has so much personality. She doesn't show it a lot on camera just because this is confusing for her. She's like, why is my mom talking to nothing? So I would be confused too if I was 3. But she's actually so loud and crazy and has so much personality. It's so fun to like watch her evolve in that way. and grow. I will say, she just recently started doing this. Every single time I tell her to do something, she's like, why? Like, I could be like, hey, can you pick up your shoes? She'd be like, why? Or, listen, like, to this morning, she was playing with my makeup brush that I had just used, and it had liquid foundation on it, and I was like, hey, Bex, like, that's dirty, can you put it down? And she was like, why? And she was like rubbing it on her face. So she also does have some foundation on her face, because she just, everything is why? And I'm like, because I said, I don't, why? Do I have to explain? Let me know if it's good parenting to just say because, or to actually explain. I don't know, because I feel like I'll be explaining things all day. Are you more confident and feel better now after 75 hard than you have since you had Bex? Yes. And I feel like this might be where the Ozempic allegations come from, because I did it once. Like, I talked about doing 75 hard once, and then I didn't talk about it again. But I did 75 hard, and if you don't know what that is, it's basically like a fitness / weight loss challenge that you do for 75 days, and it's very strict. And you work out twice a day, you eat only clean foods, and you drink a crap ton of water, okay? There's like a lot more things that go into it, like reading, but I really went into that challenge wanting to, get into more healthier habits, and I feel like that's what I've done. On 75 hard, I lost 20 pounds. Which is a lot to lose in, what, I guess that's like 2.5 months? That's a lot to lose in 2.5 months. But I also wasn't very active. I haven't been active for a long time. Well, since before then. I hadn't been active for a long time. And I did gain a lot of weight when I had Bexley and after postpartum, because I was pumping, and breast milk comes from calories, so I was like, oh, I need to eat a lot. But since then, I've lost another 5. I'm very much on like the maintaining scale right now, and I feel like I'm doing a pretty good job of it. Obviously, I'm indulging in things that I couldn't when I was doing 75 hard, but I've also never really been like a sweets person. I feel like with me, it was more about portion control. Like, I really did not understand how to like portion things out and like what was a good portion, but 75 hard taught me how to do that. It also taught me that I need to be active and moving my body, and I've been continuing doing that. When I lived with my mom, my favorite thing was to go on walks with Aubrey and take Bex in like a stroller, and that was so fun. I would say, oh, the lighting. I would say I do feel a lot more confident. Is it hard seeing strangers' opinions on your own life? I think sometimes it really is. It's weird that like someone can watch a video of me and then like have a completely different perspective of myself than another person who watched the same video of me. I think that that's hard, because you obviously like want to be perceived as likable. Not everybody's gonna like you, and I think that that's something that I've had to learn, because I'm genuinely like a pathological people pleaser. I have been my whole life. So sometimes like those little hate comments, I'm like, wait, what? Like, where did they get that from? But at some point, I've been doing this since I was 12. At some point, you just have to realize that it's not that deep, and life goes on. If somebody doesn't like you, life goes on. Any tips for a first-time mom? Give yourself grace, okay? I feel like it's so hard, and this is probably where I went wrong. I put so much pressure on myself to try and do everything the best way I could. And there is no best way, okay? So learn that. There is no best way. You can research as much as you want. You can read all the books. Every baby is going to be different. Something that works for one mom isn't going to work for the next. And also take care of yourself, even if it's like getting in the shower, okay? I've learned that like when I was like deep in the trenches, I would be like, oh my gosh, like I hate myself, I'm so ugly, like all these negative things about myself, and then I would take a shower and feel 10 times better. Take care of yourself. Put on a face mask, okay? Take a shower. Go on a walk. Like, it's just those like little simple things, and you can even do that with your child. Like you can go on a walk, you can go to mommy and me classes, you can, well, I don't know, like what else can you do? You can take yourself on a date. Just you and the baby. Go on a little double date. And when they're little, they kind of just like sit. Put them in a carrier, sit at a table, eat some food, feel good about yourself. I think that that's like my number one tip, is to just take care of yourself, because when you do, you have a much easier time and you're much more willing to take care of the other people around you. How has life been since Connor has been back? So you don't know, Connor is my foster brother that we had like 10 or 11 years ago, and then we lost contact with him, and like, I think, don't quote me on this, my parents have videos, the Crazy Middles, they have videos explaining all of this. I know that they're very informative of like this whole timeline and storyline, but Connor, like maybe like 1 or 2 years ago, my parents got back in touch with Connor. Turns out he was in prison, and last month I went with my parents to go pick him up. And how has life been since Connor's been back? It has been a joy, okay? Connor is so funny, he's so kind, he's so willing to help with anything you need help with. It was really a cool experience to see him like open up after being inside prison, because obviously you have to be a certain kind of way in there, and so it's been really fun to see him getting himself back and like his goofy personality back and all those things, and just feeling like he can breathe. That has been so cool. I am really glad that I went to go get him, like pick him up, because I think that it was a good experience for me, because I have to go pick up my dad in like 17 years. So it was really cool to like, not cool, but it was really interesting to like see the process behind someone getting out of prison and hearing him talk about it. So I love Connor so much, and I am so glad that he is back. Okay, we have some relationship family questions. So is there any possibility for Bex to have a sibling? No, not right now. You see a ring on this finger? I don't. So no siblings. And that's kind of all I have to say about that. I feel like it's weird when people are like, oh, we're trying, because we all know what that means. But no, I don't think that Bex will have a sibling for probably another year. No, oh my gosh, no, 2 or 3 years, okay? If things add up, okay? No. But I have asked her if she wants a brother or a sister, and she says a sister, which is fine, I guess, but if I were to have another kid, obviously you can't control it, but I would want a boy. You are engaged. Like I said, no, I wish. There's no ring on this finger, so unfortunately I'm not. This question is, you and your boyfriend broke up, we never see him. So that is because he works every single day of his life. He's a very hard worker. He's the hardest worker I know. And I also feel like I've taken a different approach with this relationship than I ever have. Obviously, I've had boyfriends that haven't been on the internet before, but I really like the idea of it being like private but not secret. We got a place together. We are renting a house together. That's where I am, which is what I wanted to tell you guys. I feel like it all happened so fast, but I am in our new house. Like I said, we are renting. We did not buy it. I feel like this year I had a lot of financial goals, and this was one of them, was to be on my own. Technically, I'm not on my own because he's here with me, but not have like a roommate type situation or live with my parents anymore. And so that I'm super excited about. I've always wanted Bexley to have her own room, and for the past since she was born, we've shared a room because she's been attached to me. So now she has her own room, and she's doing so good sleeping in her toddler bed. I'm actually so proud of her. But the question was about me and my boyfriend. So yeah, he just works a lot. Even now that we're living together, I'm not sure you're gonna see him a lot because he literally is gone from early in the morning to kind of late at night. But yeah, so it'll just probably be me and you, if that's okay. I promise. He's like been in the background of things, but that's it, and that's all. I don't know what to say. He's in the moving video, okay, because he was helping me load stuff up, but no talking points, nothing, so I'm sorry about that. I'm losing lighting, so we got one more question, and it's probably the reason you clicked on this video, unfortunately. I got a lot of questions like this. If you're comfortable sharing, what is your side of the story? So if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's probably a good thing. If you do, which most of you probably do, I had a roommate. I used to live with my cousin, and she also does YouTube. And a week ago, from when I'm filming this video, she posted a video where she essentially said that we had a falling out, and that's the real reason I moved out. I said it was for financial reasons, and that is true. Clearly, I'm doing much better financially. I have a house to rent. I never said that I was broke, guys. I just wanted to save money. And so that's why I said it was for financial reasons. I didn't feel like I needed to come on the internet and air out dirty laundry. It's not in my character to get on here and, you know, make someone out to be a certain kind of way or, you know, bash anyone. And at the end of the day, like, she's my family, and I have so much love and respect for her and her family. And I feel like families fight, okay? Like, I feel like that's like a normal thing, and obviously it's super sad and unfortunate, and I was also super sad about it. Like, I spent days crying, and but I feel like you always leave a door open for family, okay? No matter what happens, if that makes sense, like a metaphorical door, okay? Because after time passes or whatever, like, you talk things through, you get over it. And I felt like if I moved out and then immediately got on the internet saying, telling my side of the story or whatever, making it out to be this whole huge drama thing, then that would close that door. And that's not something that I was willing to do. And so I didn't share that part of the story because I didn't feel like it was necessary. And the internet's forever, so that sucks. And I know that some of you are looking for, you know, like the tea, the drama, us to go back and forth. That's not, I don't want to do that. And so that's why I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna share my side of the story because I don't feel like there are sides. I feel like we're family and we had a falling out, and that sucks. But I love her, and that's all I have to say about it. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. I don't know. But that's all that I'm willing to share, and I hate that I have to share at all about it. But that's life, so what can you do? But that's all for today's video. I have some moving content coming out shortly. I'm very excited to share this new chapter of my life with you guys, but I will see you in the next video. Bye!